Scholars, this is Miss C, and I am super excited to work with you today. We are going to be working on a Wordsville activity throughout our lesson.
Materials.
Go ahead and get your paper and pencil ready for our learning today. We have 2 new learning targets for today. Please follow along with me as I read them. Our first learning target is, I can identify suffixes with spelling patterns ABLE and IBLE in a shared text. Our second learning target is, I can read, identify the vowel sound, and spell words with the ending spelling patterns ABLE and IBLE.
Read aloud.
We are going to read a poem together today. It is called Cake for Dinner. While we read, listen for words that have the same sound. I want cake for dinner. You say it's not sensible, but I say it's possible. Be flexible. After all, cake is edible. What's more preferable than a tasty, colorful cake? What sound did you hear in many of these words? I noticed a lot of words that have the bull sound. Let's keep reading to see if we hear even more words with the same sound. It's a desirable choice for 8-year-old me, but you say vegetables are preferable. Gosh, that's predictable. I want something pleasurable, not responsible. Are there still a lot of words with the bull sound? It seems like it. Let's keep reading to see if we hear more words that have the bull sound. Cake is as digestible as vegetables. I've got to think of something more plausible. Aha! I've got it. I'll make the cake with green frosting, just like vegetables. Cake for dinner it is. Now we can agree that's acceptable. Let's read this last part again together so that we can practice reading with fluency. While we read, focus on reading smoothly, with expression, and with meaning, and at just the right speed. Ready? Here we go. Cake is as digestible as vegetables. I've got to think of something more plausible. Aha! I've got it. I'll make the cake with green frosting, just like vegetables. Cake for dinner it is. Now we can agree that's acceptable.
Transition song.
Can you take a closer look, a closer look, a closer look? Can you take a closer look at these words today?
Word work.
We are going to investigate some more words that have the bull sound that we heard so much in our poem. There are 2 different spelling patterns for the bull sound, ABLE and IBLE. We will decide which of these spelling patterns each word uses for the bull sound. We will also write the words down, so make sure you have your paper and pencil ready to go. Here is our first word. Comfortable. Does it use the spelling pattern ABLE or IBLE? Comfortable is spelled with ABLE. Go ahead and write the word comfortable on your paper. Let's try another word. Edible. Is edible spelled with ABLE or IBLE? Edible has an IBLE. Go ahead and write down the word edible on your paper. Here's our next word. Incredible. Does incredible have the spelling pattern ABLE or IBLE. Incredible is spelled with IBLE. I noticed that both edible and incredible are words that if we take off the IBLE, what's left is not a complete base word. Let's watch to see if the pattern for all of our words that don't have a base word are also spelled with IBLE. Go ahead and write down the word incredible on your paper. Our next word is dependable. Does dependable have the spelling pattern ABLE or IBLE? Dependable has the spelling pattern ABLE. Both comfortable and dependable are words that when the ABLE is missing, the base word is still there. Comfort is a base word, as is depend. When we have a base word, it seems as though we are going to use the ABLE spelling pattern. Go ahead and write down the word dependable on your paper. Let's see if we have more words that follow these rules. Here's the next word. Possible. Does possible have the spelling pattern ABLE or IBLE? Possible is spelled with an IBLE. Go ahead and write down the word possible on your paper. Here is our last word. Acceptable. Does acceptable have the spelling pattern ABLE or IBLE? Acceptable is spelled with an ABLE. When we look at this word, we see the base word is accept, which is why we know the ending will be spelled with an ABLE. Go ahead and write down the word acceptable on your paper. Once you're finished, I want you to give yourself a silent celebration for all of your hard work.
Closing reflection.
Which word rule for the bull sound at the end of words was not too tricky? Which one is still a bit tricky? You did a great job reading and writing bull words. Keep up the great work, keep practicing, and I can't wait to see you next time.